What's going on, everybody? This is Deck Play Tone with another live stream. Shout out to everybody that are joining the stream, especially those of you who will see this on the replay. Thank you for all you guys, for all you subscribers, viewers, all that good stuff. Been a good week, man. I hope everybody has been cool, man. I hope everybody has been staying blessed and all that good stuff. For this live stream today, man, we want to talk about some of the stuff that I've been seeing. I've been seeing some stuff about Navy housing, Navy pay, and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to figure out, can the Navy actually pull this off? You see, the Navy just talked to they just talked to Congress about getting sailors housing, housing allowance and stuff, so that people can move off base and just like have some quality of life. So I want to make this stream to kind of build some dialogue on it, see what people think. Can the Navy actually pull this off? The Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, he's speaking to the MCPON and the Quality of Life Forum panel, and he's like, "Hey, these guys, they need housing. They need to be separated from the ship. So, can we do that? I just want to know? I want to know what you guys think. But I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the article, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, check it out. Let me see, and let me make sure this is live. All right, it's public. All right, cool. All right, so let me share this with you guys. Hold on. Let me. Now, I don't know what happened. Let me add that back to stage. Let me add. Damn it. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Fuck. Oh, there we go. All right. So we're gonna do the share screen, and then we're gonna do that. All right. So let's see. Are we sharing? All right. Cool. So reading this right here, right? We talking about the Navy MCPON. He talking to Congress, basically saying we need more money. We need more money. So allow the Navy to give housing allowance to most junior sailors. So let's take a look at that real quick. All right. So, All right. So he said that the Navy must provide unaccompanied housing to sailors with ranks E4 and below. The Navy's that's what the MCPON is saying. So right now in the Navy, most people, if you're in the Navy and stuff, you can get like VH and stuff, money for unaccompanied housing if you are like E5 and above. And so he's saying I need E4 and below to get that too, which essentially make everybody get it. So but let's continue on this. All right, let's see. He says that he talking about the housing issue and the Navy not being allowed to offer it to sailors that's E4 and below. We talked about that already. All right. But he did mention something, or maybe somebody in Congress tried to mention that there's something called the National Defense Authorization Act of fiscal year 24. It permits like the Navy to assign basic housing allowance to ships assigned in periods where they going under maintenance, like in shipyards and stuff like that. And during that time, like people can get it, but it wasn't out to everybody. So a lot of sailors during that time, they was doing stuff like killing themselves, committing suicide and stuff like that because the quality of life just wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, man. I think it's pretty crazy, but let's look back on this stuff. Let's see. All right, so somebody, like I said, they mentioned it, like the National Defense Authorization Act in 24. It gives sailors monies to get on a ship if they on a ship undergoing maintenance. And he's like, all right, that's all well and good, cool. But on average, there's about 800 sailors per every Navy air carrier. Air carriers usually have like about 3,000 plus people, right? So the number one quality of life concern for sailors who on deployment is like when they return to their deployment, they're gonna continue to live on a ship, or they're gonna be able to get a barracks room, or move out into a place where they can separate the work life from like personal life and stuff like that. And so he's trying to build that argument, trying to get Congress to say, all right, cool, let's do that. Let's get money to the sailors and stuff. I think that's I think it's pretty good that somebody is is trying to make that happen. But my question is that going like is that a good idea? You know, like young sailors and stuff. Should you be giving them money to, let's say, move out in town, get an apartment or whatever? What is this here? What is it? You know, so I don't know. I think personally that the Navy, they need to jump on that real good, because I mean, it's a housing thing and it's a recruiting thing. That's something that make it really attractive. You know, that the fact that you can pay a sailor to get, like, let's see, you pay a sailor to, you know, get an apartment or something when they come back from sea after long deployment and stuff like that. That way their life is not constantly on the ship. You know, when younger sailors and stuff are, you know, coming off the ships or whatnot, or coming at sea, you know, the first thing they do when we get off the deployment is, you know, they go out, have fun or whatever, but then ultimately they have to come back on the ship. And honestly, personally, I think sometimes that sucks. I mean, some of them might have a barracks room, but if they don't have a room, then a lot of times they're gonna end up in that situation where they just, you know, chilling and whatnot back on the ship. I personally don't like that, because I mean, you got to separate the two, and I think that's what he's doing right here. He's like, all right, come on, you know, we gotta find a way to get them more money so they can, you know, have quality of life issues. Oh wow, that's crazy. All right. Okay, hey, shout out to you, whoever this is in the room right now. Hey, what do you think on this topic right now? What do you think on this topic? Who is this? Who is this in the room? Is this Tony? Who is this, man? What do you think on the topic? Can the Navy actually pull off all sailors getting money for housing? Yes or no? What do you guys think? All right, all right. My bad. I'm just, you know, answering the text real quick. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so all right, but let me get back to that. All right, so let me see what else we can find in that actual thing, right? So let's see. All right, so like we talking about it, right? They talking about the number one quality of life concern for sailors currently on deployment. They return to deployment. They're going to continue to live on a ship, find a barracks home. They're going to be moving into a bed separation from this workplace. Blah blah blah. All right, so I'm looking at something else when it comes to Navy readiness and all this stuff. You know, it's like Congress or the Navy, whoever, they think that, like, all right, cool. So as long as they got some kind of facility, somewhere to sleep, everybody should be good. But I mean, think about it. You doing like a 6 month to a 9 month deployment or whatnot, and then you're away from a condition that you away from home, your bed, you know, your normal effects, personal effects, and then you're in a situation like where you on a ship, and on a ship, I mean, you got no space at all. And now the Navy or Congress or whoever's saying like, oh, nah, that's enough. They good. I mean, but those guys don't really. I mean, a lot of them, I think, never really was on a ship before, or never had to be in like less than adequate housing and stuff like that. And so I think they need to push really hard to drive like some kind of allowance. And what could that allowance look like? Is it going to be like you know, it got to be enough to where somebody can at least get a room or some kind of single apartment or something like that. If they was to say, all right, oh, and another thing about this article too, they're talking about pushing more money towards like targeted pay grades and stuff. So let's say the most average junior sailor in the Navy or whoever joins, right? They're gonna join and they're gonna get like what, $1,800 every 2 weeks. But they're trying to say, all right, that's not enough. You know, I mean, make it competitive for people that work in a Chick-fil-A or whatever that's getting all types of money entry level. In my opinion, I think that if somebody is coming in like you know, they just joined the military, they should be making more money than somebody that's, let's say, working in a post office or Chick-fil-A, restaurants and all this stuff. So at that minimum, what he talking about, them making that entry level money, I think they should definitely be doing that, man. I think for somebody that just joined in the military or the Navy, they should definitely be getting, like, let's say they should definitely be getting, uh, I don't know, more than like $15 an hour. That's what I'm thinking, man. I mean, that's not fair. For somebody in Chick-fil-A to be making more money than, somebody that's serving a country. That should just don't make any sense to me. So all right, let's see. Another thing he was bringing up was child care, spousal employment, and pay and medical issues. He said how it plagued the military for years now. And honestly, I think about, I mean, that stuff is all important. That leads to your quality of life. If that stuff not good, if home not good, if health not good, who the hell want to serve? You know. So I mean, come on. One of my sailors, he was telling me how much money he was making, after groceries and all that, and I'm just like, damn, that's. I mean, I kind of wish I can break him off with some of my pay, but damn, like with this new targeted pay thing, I think that it would help. Like, so let's say if they're going to give a military pay raise or whatnot, I mean, everybody want to raise, period. But if they like, all right, for this year, we're going to target an increase in like, E1 through E4. They're paid by like at least, $1,000 extra per month. I think that's fair. I think it's fair. And I think it'll get more people on the lower levels of enlistment to come in. So if somebody know that they can make an extra $1,000 on the E4 side or E2 side, I think somebody would definitely join. I mean, if you can be more competitive than somebody that works from Target, it's an easy day, But if you got somebody, I had a sailor and they were getting out and they're working in like waste management, working in like the garbage truck company and stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, I'm happy, I'm making good money, I'm doing better than I was in the Navy. And I'm saying to myself, damn, I mean, waste management entry level and you making more money than you was in the Navy, but you had way more responsibility, like way more everything. And you was about to, be in a situation where you was gonna get a pay bump, but that's another story. And you in the entry level job, like and like working in the admin office in the waste management system, and you making more money than the Navy. Something is wrong with that. That's a huge problem, man. So I don't know. Hey, shout out to you guys that are joining the live stream. What do you guys think, man? All sailors to get money for housing. Do you think all sailors should be getting money for housing or not? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I see one issue that people have. When I was younger, man, and I was making a lot of money. One of my chiefs at the time, he was like really concerned with the fact that I was making a lot of money. He was like, he was. I guess he thought I was going to take the money and blow it on something crazy, and so he didn't want to do it. He didn't want me to do it. He didn't want me to make all this money. But I think sometimes, like in the military, like they treat the low enlisted like they like kids or something. Just because they're 18 or 19 years old. And I know sometimes I'll be talking, my stuff about, younger sailors and stuff like that. I say like sometimes they can't really, handle certain things or, maybe they're not that wise with money, but they just starting on the cusp of adulthood. So do you continue to treat them like adult, or do you let them do it the same way we did it when we were younger? You see, when I was younger and I got in adulthood, I had to slip and bump my head sometimes. And honestly, I ended up okay. I think it should be the same thing. So if you give more sailors more money, you can't just say, okay, well, they're gonna make their lives difficult because they get more money. Not everybody is like that, to tell the truth. And then people be forgetting that we actually have families and friends and other mentors outside of the military that help us make good decisions. I think if I got younger sailors right now and I said, all right, you know what? I got the ability to give you like $1,000 more, $2,000 more, and I want you to go get an apartment. I mean, sometimes you got to trust these guys to, make a good decision. You know what I'm saying? Instead of expecting them to make a messed up one because they're young. So I don't know, man. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Am I tripping? Should the Navy be giving money to everybody for housing so that way when they get off of deployment, they can say, all right, you know what? We finally off deployment, let's go get an apartment or something like that. Or should they be like, screw it, you guys can stay on the barracks? Here's the problem with the barracks though. Staying in the barracks, just about every facility I've ever been to, every base I've ever been to, there is some rundown thing in the barracks. You know, in some bases they have brand new buildings that they can't even live in because the conditions are so wasted and so messed up. So what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm at right now, I think it's like an abandoned barracks. How? You know, and you know, one day I walked through it and it's like a ghost town in there. You still got all the beds, you still got all the furniture, all the TVs and all that stuff, and nobody can use it. That's kind of, you know, that's kind of garbage. And then it makes a big issue for people that's coming. You know, let's say you come in here temporary duty, right? You let's say you come into my area in Great Lakes, and you come in for some school, and you don't have money to pay for a hotel, and you know they tell you you got to go out and stay in a hotel because our barracks facilities are not good. That's kind of jacked up, you know, especially if the person's paying out of pocket. I had a guy not too long ago. He was getting stressed and stuff because his command, they wasn't trying to increase his limit for his money at his hotel. And so after a while, he started paying out his pocket. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, they it's not like they don't have facilities here that he can stay in. But with a lot of red tape and stuff like that, somebody just can't stay out in certain barracks. Like, it's ridiculous, man. So I mean, what's the housing fix gonna be? You know, in the Air Force, they saying like I think it's the Space Force. They said like their housing situation is good. You know, ain't no complaints, which I don't believe that. But they said that they want stuff modernized, and I think so. I mean, damn, we military, like we should be getting state of the art something. You know, so once I joined the military, I thought everything was going to be state of the art. We was going to have all the new stuff. We was going to have all the knew everything. But I finally found out as I continue in the Navy that that's not really the case, you know. So you see all that stuff on TV. They got the state of the art equipment, computer screens with touch screen stuff like Iron Man or something. And when you actually work in a job or whatnot, it's that's not the case. It's ridiculous, man. So, you know, I don't know. We got to change that, man. Especially if you're trying to make the military attractive and stuff like that. You said make the what's up, Utz? What's up? Shout out to you. My man Utz said make the barracks like the Air Force. I agree with that. Yo, the Air Force got some really nice barracks, man. They really got some nice barracks, man. They really got some nice barracks in the Air Force. I stayed at the Air Force barracks when I first joined the Navy. It was like Joint Base Anacostia Bowling. And when I say that these guys' barracks was so nice, I had my own couch inside my room. You know, I think I had to share like a bathroom and a kitchen, but I had like a queen size bed. I had like, you know, dressers. I had all types of stuff. I had a nice walk-in closet. This is Air Force stuff. And then the facilities that they had arcade games, they had computers, they had PlayStation, they had all this stuff. It was the best thing ever. You know, they had mailbox setups. Everything was nice. And then they moved me over to the Navy barracks. And my barracks room in the Navy barracks was like half, it was like maybe a quarter the size of my Air Force room. And I mean, damn, the lights hardly worked. I was like, what the hell? It felt like I went to a different kind of place. What's going on, Mike? Mike, you said that you ship in the boot camp in February 1st. Dang. Then you started speaking German. You said some $1,000 in bonus money for sub electronics. Oh, so you getting what's that, $6,000 for money? Hey, give me some of that money. Okay, you getting 60,000 for bonus money. Damn, they hooking you up, man. Damn, that's what's up. Go get your money, Mike. Mike, so what do you think, man? You think all sailors should be getting money for housing? And if so, you think the Navy can actually pull this off or what, man? What do you think? And what you say, Utz? I think you said that the majority of Navy barracks are trash and nasty. Oh man. Yeah, honestly, I gotta agree with you, man. I've been to a good amount of Navy barracks, and bruh, you know, I have a sailor, and you know, I was getting a lot of complaints about his room. They was like, "Hey, chief, you need to come up here and see your sailor's room. His room was jacked up. His room was jacked up." He kept failing his room inspections. I'm like, "All right, if you fail your room inspection one more time, yo, we gonna go at it." You know, so I was like, "All right, you know what? Before he do this room inspection and he jack it up again, I'm gonna go check his room out." And so I popped up surprise at his room. You know, made him get it together, and I'm looking and some of the things in his room, it was like this guy had mold growing everywhere. and he complained to the people about the mold and stuff like that. They told him like, oh yeah, it's just up to him to clean it. I'm like, damn, that shouldn't even be the case, man. You know, he shouldn't have to always clean the damn mold. I mean, I understand sometimes you got to take some responsibility, but if your facilities keep on creating mold, that's an issue right there. You know, and I mean, it's up to the person. You know, what is it? Oh, it's OOTS. All right, OOTS. All right, my bad, OOTS. Yeah, my bad, OOTS. He said, yeah, he got me right on that. It's OOTS. All right, so it's OOTS, not us. I always say that. Thank you for that, man. I hate messing up people's names, man. Shout out to you guys. Well, how's everybody doing? How was your day today, man? How was your day? Let me see, Mike. What you say? You said more money for sailors, the better. Yo, I like. So I'm looking at this article here, right? Let me see. Where's this article at? So I'm looking at this article right here. Let me. I'm gonna share it again. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Can y'all see that article? Let me see. For this article right here, like I'm looking at this article, and they talking about, what do you call it? They talking about so they've been getting with Congress, and they've been talking about getting like targeted pay raises and stuff like that. I don't know if that means everybody will receive a pay raise, or they only trying to give a pay raise to E1 through E4. Honestly, I think that that would be kind of fair, you know. So if they say like, hey, all right, chief, you only gonna get a pay raise, like a little bit of money and shit, but we're gonna put the rest of that money towards the E1 through E4, and we're gonna give them like a bigger pay raise. Honestly, I think I'd be with that. You know why I would be with that? Because I mean, I hate to see like younger sailors, like they already trash with their money, and then they make like 18,000 or 1,800 every 2 weeks. And then like after they pay their bills and stuff, some of them be having the craziest car payments possible, all this stuff. After they do all that and get food, now you got like a little bit of money, and you got a whole lot of week left, man. You know, a whole lot of pay period left, or a whole lot of downtime on your pay period left. And I be feeling bad for them, man. You know, especially with some of them be like, damn, man, I only get like $800. It's like, the hell, $800. You know, but somebody work at the pizza joint, and they making bank. That just don't make no sense to me, man. So what do you think? Do y'all think that if somebody is getting money like for housing, to get their own apartment or something, you think that could offset that? Because here's the reality: when people get money for housing and stuff, right? Let's say if you out in town, you not on base, you out in town, right? You're gonna get your money. Let's say you get 2,400 towards housing or something like that. All right, it's up to you to pay for that rent or whatever with that 2,400. So you can find a place that's like $1,200. All right, cool. $1,200, you good to go. And then you take the rest of that money, put it towards saving for more rent, put it towards pocketing bills, whatever. That's not bad. That's putting more money in their pockets. Plus, it's making the Navy more attractive. I mean, with everything going on right now, we got a recruiting crisis and stuff like that. A lot of people hate the military or whatever, and then they making it like, oh, nah, like we gonna make it cheap labor. You can still come in and serve your country, but it's gonna be cheap labor. That's not enough right now. I got one of my viewers. He was messaging last week, and he's talking about the money. Like the service is good, want to do this, want to do that, but the money is just not there. And I understand that, because when you join the Navy, you join in for you and to serve your country and all this stuff, but your family is making a part of that commitment too. And your family got needs, and you can't always tell your family, your kids, your wife, that, oh baby, like we don't have enough, or partner, whoever, we don't have enough because of whatever. They're not trying to hear all that, honestly. But what these Navy leaders are doing now, at least Mick Pond, fellow chief, he's like trying to advocate, a little bit harder, but it got to be more than advocate, man, for real. All right, let's see. Mike, you said you plan on living barracks till you save 100,000. You gonna say you gonna live in a barracks till you save 100,000? All right, so here's it. All right, but it's possible, but like on a it It depends. It depends. Realistically, if you saving up 100,000, can you do that off of your Navy paycheck alone? I'm not gonna lie. I think that you got to be doing something else to save up 100,000 while you're saving the barracks. Because here's the reality, right? Let's say for military wise, right, you making like 25. I said 25. Let's say like 29,000 a year, 30,000 a year, whatever, right? All right, so you making that. You're not gonna save all that money because expense, like you own only a tenth of the money that you get paid, or you should anyway. The rest of that money don't even belong to you. I tell my kids that all the time. All right, so I mean, some of it belong to your internet service provider, your phone bill carrier. It belonged to the restaurants that you go to, the groceries that you get. That's what all that money belongs to. Only part that should belong to you, like that you should never ever spend, is that is 10% of whatever you got. 10% of whatever you earn. That money should be your money. Period. And if you spend that too, then you out of pocket. But anyway, like let's get back to that. Let's say you got your 30,000. A good amount of your paycheck is going towards other things, right? And then you plan on spending $100,000 or saving up $100,000. That's not going to be enough. So, Mike, what else are you going to do to save that $100,000? I mean, are you an investor? Like, do you do like a side hustle or like, can you build? Like, what else is there to do? I mean, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. I know like about two millionaires in the Navy. I think they're out right now, but at least I knew two millionaires, and one of them was like a real humble dude, and the other one he was too. And honestly, they were just making bank off of properties and stuff like that. It's possible though. It's possible. So. But Mike, I hope that you do it, man. Because that would be pretty cool, man. You could have a good story to tell a lot of people that think that just because you're in the military, you can't do anything. You know what I mean? You said you'll be in a sub electronics, which is a high demand and a high paying job. That's true. Right, that's true. And you could do a lot of things outside the military anyway. So I mean, I like it. I have one of my guys on my know. He on the side, like he's like an operations specialist. Hey, what's going on, Tony? Tony, Tony, what's going on? Tony said, "Oh no, hello, dudes. What's up, man?" So, let me see. Mike, you say you don't want to get in real estate because, oh, yo, yeah, the debt right now. Yo, if you get in real estate right now, it's crazy. Like the interest rates for houses right now, it's up to like 7% right now. Good Lord, man. That's nuts right there if you ask me. But let me see. Let me adjust this right now. All right. How you guys doing? Can everybody hear me good, man? Can everybody hear me good? Because I know I don't know. Some of my playbacks on my streams, I don't know how they really be going. But if you guys can hear me, somebody give me a thumbs up. Somebody give me a like or something like that. And make sure that you guys, if you watching, if you guys are going back, watch the beginning of the thing where I talked about all sailors that's getting money for housing, or at least the Navy leaders fighting for sailors to get all money for housing, because I think it's really important. And do you guys think that the Navy can pay that off? I think it'll be a good thing, man. It'll improve quality of life. And I think that all right, cool. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that. I think that that thing is super important right there. And they need to find that, put that to bed, because I mean, if they're trying to target, like people to join the military and stuff like that, how you gonna tell them to leave their nice, comfortable homes and stuff like that, and then you can't provide anything good for them? That right there is like a no-no, man. It's a bad violation, you know. Let me see. You said one reason you left was because of this issue, Tony. Hey, shout out to everybody that joined. What's up, Alf, man? Shout out to Mike, Tony. Let's see. OOTS, I appreciate you for getting me right on the name and whatnot, man. Shout out to everybody. What do you guys think, man? Let me know what you think in the comments. All sailors get money for housing. Do y'all think the Navy can actually pull that off? And if they do you think that that can add to more recruiting, or you think that it's just like whatever? Because like, despite what you might be hearing and stuff like that, Like you might be hearing things or seeing things on the news. I mean, the Navy is starting to look a little bit more risky with some people, man, because I was just looking at the other day. A ship got shot at. And they Seawood system ended up having to shoot the missile down. So a ship Seawood system having to shoot a missile down, it can be a big deal. So might some people might think like, damn, maybe it is kind of risky to join the Navy. So we're gonna join the Navy and we're not gonna have like we're not gonna be compensated for it. That's scary right there. You know what I mean? So all right, let me see. Hold on, let me see. You said what, Tony? You said E4 fellow shipmates were married. They received per diem. That's cool, but don't you think that it should be like it should go to more people, don't right? I mean, come on. All right, hold on. Al Jones, what's up, man? How you doing? Damn, you at work. You hope all is well. Yeah. Hey man, shout out to you, man. I'm glad you actually caught the stream this time, man. I know last time you was like, damn, I wish I would have caught it, man. All right, Mike, you were saying that housing is way too expensive, so it's better to live in the barracks, I think. I don't know, but the thing about living in the barracks, Mike, is like the facilities are not really that good. They trash sometimes. So how you gonna have facilities? Hold on, give me a second. Oh, my bad, guys. All right, so back to like, all right, so this is my thing. Let me finish my thought on the housing facilities, right? All right, so housing, you said housing is way better. Is You said it's better to live in the barracks, right, Mike? So look, I'm gonna say this, all right? I don't know if you ever lived in the barracks before, but the barracks, I mean, it's certain rules and stuff that you can't do in barracks. They be frowning over you having things like air fryers. They be frowning over you having things like, I mean, they can have a microwave, but let's be honest. You mean to tell me that the only thing you can have in your barracks room is a microwave? You can't have a coffee maker. You can't have an air fryer, hot plate, stuff that would make like life easy and stuff. They'd be like, oh no, you can't have that. And it's because you might cause a fire. I mean, I think of like I'm in my 30s, right? And I'm just joining the Navy. Imagine I just joined the Navy. Somebody tell me I can't have that because I might burn the place down. It's like, so y'all think I'm a fool? I mean, the Navy just enlisted Boo Boo the fool to join the military. He don't know how to cook a damn steak. Damn, that's kind of demeaning sometimes to me, man. And so what they got to do to offset some of that stuff, they got to go buy food from, they got to go buy food that they can cook in the microwave or go buy food out in town. That shit costs too much money. And now people, I got a sailor, man. And you know what? Sometimes they could be a little bit smarter. He eats at the galley for free, but then he sometimes maybe he get tired of the galley and he go eat out in town. And it's a little bit of mentorship and management of your money and stuff like that they need too. But after a while, it's like, damn, man, I don't want to eat the same food, but then I can't keep on spending money out in town. So I mean, damn, man. All right, I know I just went on a tangent. All right, Tony, you said I was a senior. You had to buy the live aboard ship. He had more money than me. I was pissed. Wait, I was a senior. Had to live aboard the ship. He had more money than me. I was pissed. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey man, I used to make more money than a good amount of my seniors, man. And I mean, I never talked about it, but I mean, they knew what it was, and I can imagine some of them was like, "Damn," I had made a video some time back. I was talking about how I had a chief, and this chief he did not want me to make money. He did not want me to make money. He did not want me to make money at all, and he knew I was about to make housing allowance for New York for that rate. He was talking about all the cars and all the stupid shit that I can buy or that I would buy. I'm like, how do you know me? And when I was a young sailor, I was thinking, damn, Chief know best or whatever. But he was biased on his opinion. I was a family man and stuff like that. So if my family needs something, I'm obviously not gonna go and buy a crazy car or whatever when the family need a roof over their head. But that's another story. Whatever, man. All right, let me get some of your comments real quick, man. OOTS said you won't be able. You said it won't be able to be pulled off. They cut cola in places as the price of stuff. Yeah, yo, they cutting cola, yo. But you know why they cut cola? They was bringing these surveys out, and these surveys was basically asking, is it good enough? Like, is it Like, is the cost of living out here, is it all right? You know, like how much money do you spend on this? How much money you spend on this? And you got a few buffoons in there that was probably saying like, okay, well, that one time while I was trying to save money on groceries, I went and I only spent a little bit of money, and so they putting that on the damn surveys, and then the military and stuff like that is like, oh nah, like all right, so this dude he been saving $300 every grocery trip, so that must mean it's good. You know, you got a few people to do that, and they be highlighting those damn surveys like, okay, well, everybody else, it can't be the cost of living can't be that bad because hell, like this one guy he was able to save a lot of money, so let's cut it. In Japan, yo, in Japan, the cost of living in Japan is different. You know, people say the stuff is cheaper, but you still gotta, you know, factor in a whole bunch of other stuff. When they cut the cola in Japan, a lot of people started taking a lot of hits for that. You know, that was a terrible idea, man. I think honestly, everybody should be getting cola. That's what I think, man, for real. All right, let me answer some more of your comments, man. All right, so my bad. I'm a little slow on the comments today, man. I got you know, I got the phone going off every second and stuff like that. You know, all this crazy stuff. All right, so all right, you said Elf said he wants to join the Navy so bad, but I want to have more housing cover. Yo, honestly, how it's going, based on this thing here, I'm gonna pull it up one more time for y'all. Huh? Let me see. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Hold on, let me stop sharing it. Let me bring it back up. Right? Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna share the screen one more time because I wanna put this up again. All right, I want to share this with you guys. If y'all look at this screen right here, right? I'm gonna put full screen up. This guy right here, this is the Master Chief Petty of the Navy, Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. He's like, yo, you gotta give us more money for housing for most junior sailors, right? And he talking about like everybody, like he basically saying that, you know, we all get unaccompanied housing money right now, but it need to go to E form below, because how it is with the Navy will give you like the ability to get like housing allowance if you E5 and above, but E4 and below they still sailors and stuff too. So he like, nah, that should be for everybody. Everybody should be able to get money so they can maybe take care of stuff back home or do whatever, or you know, get a place out in town. So, you know, let me see. All right, PPV is better than Barracks. Yo, I've never been. Yo, Oots, I've never been in PPV. How is that, man? I've heard about it. I've seen it before, but how is it, man? How's that like? All right, Tony, you said you were single as a senior E4. All right, the junior E4 has made more money. Chief told me to suck it up. He tried to ship me over. I told him no, suck it. Nah, that's crazy right there, man. I'll be mad as hell. Who said we need to take care of our people, give them places without mold? Yes. Also, the limitations on what you can have in a barracks room and expect people to stay fit, right? And only use a microwave, right? You know how much, you know how many calories in a microwavable meal? That shit is ridiculous and it's super unhealthy. And they like, oh nah, that's the only way to eat. That's not true. Mike, you said you never lived in the barracks yet. Maybe you will do your 5 years, get out and get a civilian job. I mean, that's a possibility. I will weigh your options, man. I mean, if that's the best bet for you. At the end of the day, on my page, I'm never going to tell y'all, yo, you should stay in the Navy and do all this crazy stuff. Because at the end of the day, I would hate for somebody to be in the Navy and be bitter and then make life hard for everybody else because they want to get out. I've dealt with a lot of sailors doing that. And to be honest, sometimes I despise them for it. You know, they out now, so I can say that. But then they didn't, like, on their way out, they didn't do a lot of stuff that they should be doing. You know, they forgot about like where they came from and stuff like that. And it was just an overall bad experience for everybody. I don't want that for people. So on my page, I'm always going to just keep it dead real with y'all, what y'all should do, man, for real. All right. Oh yeah, yo, you talking about the chief that didn't want me to get the BH, right, Al? Yeah, he was hating hard, man. You know, shout out to him. Though. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. Tony, you said ship store at sea, pack of cools, 12 cents. Base store, pack of cools. No more. Not in 2024. Shit, thank God I don't smoke no more. Tony, you need $600 a month, E4 at 4 years. Yo, imagine if we was making that money now, boy. Man, I tell you, some people in the Navy would be stick-up kids if that was the case, man. If you was making $600 a month, boy, yeah, I'd probably be sticking people up. I don't know. Who knows, man? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. So, do y'all think the Navy can actually pull this off? And if you think the Navy can pull this off, when do you think that'll happen? Because I think so. He talking about like so the MCPON and stuff like that. He's saying that what did he say? He said that um he's looking to here. Let me see. He said he's looking to he was like this is a long term thing. Let's see if it's in this one. If it's not in this one, then it might be in this one here. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna share this one with you guys. If you guys are Reddit users and stuff, if you go on my Reddit page and stuff, you can see another article with more details in it. Actually, I'm gonna open this up. You know, yeah. Let me open this one. All right, so this one right here, he's saying they need a boost in military pay, improve money and housing, all that stuff. All right, but I'm not signing up for military.com right now because like it's just too much to do right now at this moment. But you know what? Yeah. So if you guys are interested, man, you can always go check my Reddit page out. Is Vivid Release 4650, and I got like the full story there and stuff like that. Cause I'm telling you, it's really interesting. This is an interesting read. He talked about family. He talked about family pay, family housing, all that stuff too. Yeah, we gonna join, or some of us gonna be in the military, and that stuff is important for us. But then it's also important for our family too. We gotta take care of our family, and stuff like that. So, hey, if you guys haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this page. Like, comment, subscribe to the page, please. Make sure that you like this video. And all that good stuff, man. Also, make sure that you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter X, right? All right. You can follow me on Instagram at deckplate_tone. Make sure you put that in there. Even on Twitter or X at tone_IM. That's where I put a lot of my wrestling stuff, man. Cause that's what I do. I'll be following like a lot of wrestling stuff on there. But anyway, let's get back to it, man. All right. I know you guys got more comments. I just seen Tony say something. Tony, you said you want to make money, be a capitalist, not serving protected. Then you could do both. I think you could do both. When people say, be a capitalist, make money, like it's an idea. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you can, like, as I said earlier, Tony, I knew a couple millionaires in the military. They had the capitalist mindset, you know what I mean? But they was just still in the military, serving their country and stuff. I think, honestly, some of this stuff is really about, like, your mindset, like, for real. When I was making, like, I've been, making six figures in the Navy. I've been making, just under six figures in the Navy, all this stuff. And some of it was mindset. When I was younger, I liked to go out, drink, party, bullshit, all this stuff. And honestly, I lost a lot of money, or I burnt a lot of money just doing that type of stuff. So, but when my mindset shifted and stuff, now I got money in the bank, and I'm, a little bit smarter nowadays with, my money and stuff like that. I try to take care of the budget, my money, control my expenses, et cetera, et cetera. And while I'm not a millionaire, who knows? One can dream, right? I mean, I got a plan in motion and stuff that I'm trying to do, but I'm not greedy. I'm planning on making just one, just one. That's a goal that I want. You said six figures, I gonna ride. Yeah, man, I was I was doing pretty good for myself, man. So, but I mean, I'm sitting okay right now, so thank God for that. So I don't know, but anyway, like I said, if your mindset not right, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, if you're not like managing your money right, six figures is nothing, man. I remember I always wanted to make six figures, and still I started making six figures, and I was like, this is not enough money. It was enough money. I was just, I was getting paid what, like almost 8,000, like almost $9,000 every month. And a lot of that money was going to strip clubs, going out drinking, doing all this other stuff. I mean, I was really burning the hell out of that money. Like stupid. And I just couldn't understand. And sometimes I was like, I don't mind, getting in debt or whatever, because I could just pay it off in a month. And I'm like, that was real dumb. Some of it was so stupid, because sometimes, like my flex was showing how much money I could spend, which was dumb as hell. E5 on my ship brought a ton of weed from Thailand. His guys in LA sold them on the street. And I bet they made money for that. You know, thank God he didn't get arrested or nothing, because that's a federal charge right there, man. A ton. All right. All right. That's okay. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey, for my wrestling fans out there, man, you guys watch Royal Rumble over the weekend or what? Hey, anybody like anything left on us? Let me see. Hold on, Tony. You said Navy was real loose during Vietnam. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, yeah, I was going through stuff, so you know, yeah, I was. That's a time to be alive, man. You know, but as always, I always say, Tony, thank you for your service out there, because you guys. I mean, I couldn't imagine being out there. Have you guys been watching anything on the news as far as you know, some of these ships like USS Carney, or like some of the you know, conflict like in Yemen and stuff like that right now is nuts, man. One of these ships just got a combat action ribbon for like you know, shooting down missiles and having all these inbound attacks and stuff. And I wonder how the crew was. I really wonder how the crew was, because yeah, when we got an inbound vampire or something like that, you know, people. I mean, on a drill, it's like, that's not a big deal. But when it's real, what are people thinking? Are they thinking like, damn, I hope our gun systems work. I hope we're able to shoot these missiles down. I hope our missiles able to intercept. Are they praying? What's going on, man? I really think about that. Just reading a lot of these things. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up one of these articles real quick, man. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because I think that this John is insane, man. Let's see. Let me see. Can I find it? Can I find it? Da, 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 da. I can't find it right now. Let me see. Maybe on Navy. What's the name of that giant? Navy Times, right? Let me see. We're gonna do Navy Times, and we're gonna do. Damn. Let's see. I actually want to search up that military pay and benefits real quick, but I'm going to. Damn. What do I go to? Flashpoint? I don't know this website. Shit. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Cool. So we were talking about that right there, right? So check this out. All right, this is from USS Carney or whatever. All right, so check this out. USS Gravely, my bad. USS Gravely, and let's take a quick look at this, you know, to explain the state of the Navy real quick and how they getting busy. All right, so they shot down an anti-ship. I mean, the anti-ship cruise missile. The cruise missile was fired to take down, destroy the damn ship. All right, and like rebels in Yemen, they shot towards this damn ship and whatnot. So the biggest thing is no injuries or damage was reported. So that's a good thing, and it's because I mean they shooting at the ships and stuff like that, but they got capabilities upon capabilities. Like what is that, a DDG? I mean, Tony, how safe are you with a Navy DDG or a Navy CG? I don't think nothing gonna happen to them. You know, they got all types of missiles and all types of artillery to protect a lot of the crew. And you know, some of that is scary, man. It is scary. I'll be honest. When I was in Yemen and stuff, you know, we had Iranians tripping, but they wasn't tripping like that. You know, now it's way different. You know, so yeah. You said they say the Navy never does stuff. They're doing stuff right now. That's a fact. I mean, yeah, they getting busy in there. Yeah, he said it's crazy. Yeah, bro, it is crazy. You know, it's crazy, but you know, I mean, I would say, am I alarmed right now? Like personally, and I keep it dead real if I was. Am I alarmed right now? No. I think I would be alarmed if a ship get through. You know what I'm saying? See, Tony, you said that a DDG is fairly safe. I agree. I agree. I agree. Am I like all right? So the ship's Seawood system had to intercept the ship. You know, so yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so they said that the Sea Whiz intercepted the ship. The Sea Whiz is the let me see if I get a picture of the Navy Sea Whiz, so y'all can see what it is. Navy Sea Whiz. All right, this is it. Looked like a big ass Gatling gun, you know, pretty much, right? So, this Seawood is, let's see. All right, let me see if I get a good picture. So this is the Seawood system. Let me see. All right, pull up, pull up, pull up. All right, let me. Yeah, I'm gonna just share this tab. All right, so can y'all see all these all these Seawood things? All right, so these are this is a Seawood system for the Navy, pretty much. You see, this is like a huge Gatling gun, big Gatling gun, and these things they go crazy. If you take a look at this one, they go crazy. So that thing right there, it ended up intercepting the cruise guided missile, which is crazy. So I mean, I can understand how people can get crazy and scared and all that stuff. It happened within a mile. It shot it down within a mile of the ship, they say. So it could be, the Navy just showing like, yo, no matter what, even a mile away, like we got this, or it could be something else. I don't know, man. I just know that it's a little bit risky and stuff, to join like, military and stuff like that. And people need to be compensated for it. I don't think it should be a discussion whether or not we should get more money to lay our head down in a good area and stuff like that. That shouldn't be a discussion. It should be like, all right, how much? Especially considering the fact that you got billionaires on billionaires. And no, shout out to them for earning all that money and stuff. But you got billionaires that's investors. Sometimes you should be able to, tax them more to pay a little bit money towards the military and stuff like that, man. I'm just saying, damn. We sitting there fighting to make sure we don't got a moldy, bed, or we can lay our head right. Come on, man, that's stupid. He said, did we retaliate? Now I can't say like we didn't retaliate. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not in the Pentagon right now, so I don't think that we retaliated yet. But are we going to World War III? I don't think that we headed for World War III right now. If it takes like a few rebels to bring us to World War III, then I think we got a bigger issue in our world. I mean, but we still got people that want to cause harm to the world and stuff like that. That's just how it goes. But I don't think that we are headed to World War III because of these guys right now. No. I mean, I think we're gonna have some conflicts, and we're gonna keep on having conflicts. And I think that the Navy, in my opinion, from what I do know about, like all the stuff that I've read over the years, all of the what do you call it? All of the knowledge that I have, like the classified knowledge and stuff like that I have on some things, and the capabilities of systems and ships and stuff like that. I think that um, I just don't see it happening, because I think that the Navy, like when we show our power, we don't really show all of our power. We give a glimpse, and that glimpse it mess a lot of stuff up. I think if the Navy was to really show the bombardment power that we have, it would destroy a lot. It would destroy like worlds, and that's not really a position we want to be in. A perfect example would be like with Nagasaki and Hiroshima. That was in the beginning stages of that type of orbital bombardments and stuff that we can do. That was when we were just finding out how powerful of weapons we had, and we wiped out cities. And if you don't think that the Navy has advanced their capabilities with what they can do from World War II, you'll be mistaken. And I think that honestly, I don't think that the Navy wants to be in a situation where we're unleashing even like half of our like capabilities, because I mean, it's going to be a lot of, I think it would be like a lot of destruction and stuff like that. And, it could even be collateral too. Who knows? I don't, I think we got Navy leaders that's very capable and careful not to do that. But, with equipment, explosions, and damage, you can never be too sure. You know what I mean? So, do I think we're going to World War III? No, I don't think that any of our threats are big enough to put us into World War III, especially when you factor in our allies and our forces as a whole. So I think that some talk about it. I think I see like China and others doing some things, and I think that China's always on the research block trying to see what they can do to kind of find out what some of our deficiencies and see what they can do. But I think if they were ever to get through that door and try to cross through that threshold, I think that it would be very, very, very bad. So, and I think they know that in a sense. So I don't think that they ever really want to, cross that threshold because we could end up there. So do I think it's ever going to be another world war? I don't think so. No, I truly don't think so. When Ukraine was invaded, a lot of people was thinking that it was going to be World War III. They thought that the U.S. was going to say, "Hey, screw this. We come in and we jumping in right now and all this stuff." And I was saying, I think I had made a podcast or I recorded a podcast, but I had like kind of put it on the show because I wasn't 100% sure. But I was saying that I just don't think it's likely that we're gonna have a World War III because it just don't make sense. And I was right. I mean, I just truly don't think that's gonna happen, man. Tony, you said they say your rate was obsolete. Guns are history. I don't think guns will ever be history, man. I don't know. And then Al, you said, yeah, man, yeah, man. I think I think the more like I think when people are not in the military, you see the news and you see the infotainment that they put on the news and stuff like that, and like the way they sensationalize some things, it seems like it's really, really, really bad. But I'm telling you that in the military, honestly, you know, just like everything you see, it's not as always as you see. It's not as always like what it seems. Like you'll see on YouTube videos, let's say in boot camp, the boot camp videos. If you ever seen a boot camp video on YouTube, you'll see the guys going crazy at these students and stuff, or the recruit, and they go all day long. That's what you see, and you think, God damn, like boot camp is crazy. But honestly, boot camp is ain't really like that for real. I hate to say that. I mean, that's an element of it. Yeah, you're gonna have somebody yelling at you here and there, but for the most part, I mean, think about that. You think somebody can yell at you for like, I mean, let's see, on average, they up for like 16 hours a day. You think somebody's really yelling at you for like 16 whole hours every day? I mean, if that's the case, how the hell they gonna get to the fleet and learn something, learn how to be sailor? At some point, there got to be some mentorship in there. Got to be some, real life building in there. Got to be some, naval heritage or some kind of military something that they learning. Like so, it's not just every time you wake up, you just getting yelled at. Sometimes you got some life skill stuff going on. Sometimes it is exercise and stuff like that, but it's not always just what you see. When you see stuff on TV and stuff, or you see movies and stuff where they depict the military as always being in this constant state of like conflict and fighting and shit like that. If you ask somebody from the army like what's every day for you, they probably not saying all that stuff. Now there, that is to say, I mean, but that's not to say that there's not people that's dealing with that, because there are, because we got people in the Navy, for instance, Navy SEALs, they really in the trenches all the time, like for real. You got some of us sailors that end up boots on the ground somewhere, like with a unit or something, and they really out there, So I don't know, man. It's not always what people see, man. I see these news channels and stuff. They really be making it seem like it's a dire thing, man. And people take it and run with it. I seen this one video where the kid was talking about how he hate the military, he hate America. I'm like, well, damn. Imagine if you ever had to defend your country, man. We'd be in trouble. If it was up to you, bruh. Imagine when I'm getting too old, or we getting too old, and we got the younger generation to help protect us, man. What's gonna happen? Like that's scary. Yeah. The boot camp told me it was funny how they showed it. Okay, on media. I'm not worried about being yelled at. Yeah, like honestly, yo, you honestly, some people cannot handle being yelled at. You know, you cannot. Some people cannot handle being yelled at, man. You know. So Al Jones, he said like, you know, he been called bad things all his life. You know, some guys have never, ever. You know, I got a guy, you know, that was at my spot. Hey, Brando, what's up, man? Yo, this guy that was at my school, he was getting out for PTSD after going through boot camp. And honestly, I tried to be tactful and stuff, but in the end, I'm like, how you got PTSD? What did they do to you? They're just yelling. Okay, you never got yelled at before. Damn, I'm like, jeez, man. You know, so maybe it's a good thing he got out because if you can't get yelled at, then what the hell are you doing? Brando, what's up, man? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. How you guys doing? How was your week though, man? It's Thursday right now. It's Friday, Junior. What you guys doing this weekend, man? You know, and I had asked earlier, man. I had asked earlier, and I don't want to segue too much, but did anybody see Royal Rumble? I'm gonna just say that. Did anybody see Royal Rumble? Please tell me somebody seen Royal Rumble. Okay, well, that's all good. Yeah, man. Had to learn today. We about to face turn. Well, you said, hold up, Brando. What you say? You had to learn today how to about face turn left, right. Pretty hard to learn. What you talking about? What you doing? They teaching you how to march drill? Hey Tony, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Hey, thanks, Tony. Thanks for stopping by, man. For real. Ah, okay, Brando. You said, is it hard to do? No BS. I was a part of some Sailors of the Quarter board today, and it's like senior guys, and these guys could not do any of that marching that you talking about, left face, about face, right face. Well, some of them could, but some of them had some problems doing that, man. It was like they never been through the stuff. Who is this? Anime Mazdi, is that how you pronounce your name? What's up, Anime Mazdi? You said, how do beginners make when they join? You mean how much do beginners make when they join? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, but Brando, yo, I'm telling you, man, it was funny as hell, man. I mean, I was like, damn, they need to go back to boot camp because it was really hard for them to do like normal stuff. All right, how much money they make? Oh, okay. How much money do they make? All right, let me see if I could. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on this. All right, let me see. All right, because everybody always want to know this stuff right here, right? All right, I'll pull up a pay table and zoom it in real quick. All right, so as of 1st of January, right? All right, let's try to get this. Let me try to get this up. All right, give me a second. I just had it up too. Let me. Damn, I can't even pull it up. All right, can y'all see this or not? Let me see. All right, let me share a screen and let me get this pay table up. I'm curious how much. What ring you think? E2? All right, hold on. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna see E2. How much does an E2 make? All right, we got the military pay table up here. All right, let's scroll it. All right, can y'all see this? I hope y'all can see this. All right, so they are saying, all right, if you just coming in, let's say you less than like 4 months, you're gonna make 1865 on your base pay. 1865 and 10 on your base pay. All right, that's not including any other pay. So like, yeah, and then after 4 months, you get a bump to 2017 and 20. E2, you're gonna get 20. $2,261.10. E3 $23.77 and 50. So that's your base pay and stuff like that. So I mean, it's all right. It's nothing to write home about in my opinion. But if y'all seen what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, where I talked about this right here, where is it? You know what? Y'all could look, just check, like, if you want, go check out my Reddit page and check out like this link right here, which I talked about. Like the military targeting for like it's like lower ranks. Like I think that if they pull that one off, making like targeted pay raises for E3s to like E4, that'd be good, man. Because that pay that I just saw, it's not that impressive, man. To be honest, I have to take care of some of my bills and stuff like that per pay period. I'll be having some of that money, so I don't know, man. All right. Yeah. All right, Brando, he said depends on his rank. He going in as E2. Hey, so Brando, if you going in as E2, man, make sure that you study. Make sure you study all the material they give you so you can leave as an E3. Because as soon as you get to your command, as soon as you get E3, your time in service is going to start, and that's going to depend on when you make E4. So spend as less time as possible in making E4 and stuff like that. So as soon as you make E3, that clock start for you, so you make E4, so you make more money, man. Don't play with it. All right. Oh, you said you saw a video where you say you can make E3 by the end of boot camp by volunteering. You can expound more on that. Yeah. So, all right. So it's a few. All right. You saw a video where you say you can. All right. So yeah, all right, it's a few. It's a few. All right, it's a few ways that you can do. I'm gonna keep this on the screen so if somebody watching they can understand a little bit. All right, so usually when you go to boot camp, right, they're gonna have like professional military knowledge. They're gonna have some package, rank structures, chain of command, and all this stuff. And they're gonna be giving you like little tests and stuff like that. And if you make it, I mean, if you pass these tests, you'll be able to make the next pay grade and stuff like that. Me, when I went through boot camp, I had all those tools and I didn't use them because I was dumb. and I ended up missing two opportunities to make rank, to make the next pay grade, which is stupid. So when they give you like study material and stuff, you need to be on that every night. While people are up after everybody go to sleep and they just talk about how they miss their friends and family back home, I would just dial in and focus and study that material. They're gonna be asking you who's the president. They're gonna be asking you like who's the commanding officer of the unit that you in. They're gonna be asking you like what's the pay grade of a chief petty officer, what's the military ranks in the Navy, the Air Force, the Army, all that stuff. They're gonna ask you to be knowing your general orders. What else? They're gonna be asking you, all these crazy things. When I went through, it was a guy in there. He didn't know who the vice president was. And I'm like, bro, how don't you know who the hell the vice president was, man? Getting stupid stuff like that wrong. And I knew a good amount of stuff, but I didn't know everything. And every time I just failed it. They're gonna ask you about naval heritage, Navy ships, Captain John Paul Jones, all this stuff. And you just gotta absorb that information, and you'll be all right. Then at the end, you're gonna end up with either E2 or E3. So, all right, no doubt, no doubt. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Royal Rumble. I'm telling you. Oh damn, you say you happy seeing Punk lost? That's messed up, man. I like seeing Punk. All right, but yeah, I'm happy he lost too, low key. All right, the Royal Rumble match was solid. The women's match, yeah, the women's talent, they put on, man. They put on. That joint was fire. I do, yeah. That joint was fire. And I'm mad that Cody Rhodes won again, man. I don't I like Cody Rhodes, but come on, bro. Come on. Anyway, all right. What jobs were you in the Navy? Like right now, I'm a YN. I'm a YN, but I'm in a weird situation. I'm an admin officer for an engineering schoolhouse, and I just started instructing in Bolson Mate A school. So, but as a YN, if you don't know anything about yeoman's, man, we versatile, man. Like, I do the jobs of like, everybody sometimes. So that's one thing I like about my job, because right now I'm working as a guy. I do security clearances and stuff like that with people. I review, my seals policy and all this paperwork and stuff like that, because I'm the admin officer. I mean, I do a lot of stuff, and then on top of all of that, I'm teaching. Or now I'm in the beginning stages, so I'm not gonna act like I'm a pro. I'm teaching people how to, I'm teaching people the bosun's mate rate, even though I'm a yeoman. So it's crazy. All right. You say you got it all down. The memory is the creed. Yeah, you need to memorize that Sailor's Creed too. Al Jones, you need to memorize the Sailor's Creed too. Your general orders, ranks, all that. I forgot about that. Yeah, you need to. A lot of that stuff is it, yo. Well, I think it's easy, but at the time, I was like, yo, it's so much information to go through, and I'm just, damn, I just don't know, So I was stupid for that, for real. If I could take it all back, even though I did make chief pretty early, I think I could have made it earlier. Like I have a sailor right now, a fellow chief of mine now. She made chief in like 8 years. I could have made chief in 8 years. I only made it in like 10. But I got out of boot camp and I was an E1. And then I had a chance to take my college credits and apply it to my record and then make E2. And I still didn't do it, because I was too lazy to do it. And then I got to my first command, E1, bottom of the barrel. It took me a long time to make ring. And I made E4, I made E6 by year 5. And so by year 5, I was straight. But then it took me like another 5 to make E7 because I was stupid. All right, so Amin, is this Amin? I said anime earlier. My bad. I said, is that Amin or Amini? My bad, guys. I know I'll be reading terrible, but just let me know. Correct it for me. You think it's worth it to join the military at 18 because I want something new in life? I don't know. Like, what do you mean you want something new in life? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think is new in life. Like, where you from? Amin, is that how you say your name? Amin or mine? What's new in life to you? And are you 18? You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, it's about where you from and stuff like that. Like, what's new in life to you? Are you like from, some country town where nothing really goes on, or are you from the city where everybody the same? What is it? All right, let's see. Let's see. Yo, I got y'all. I got y'all. Let me see. Brando, deck play. Yeah, facts. All right, Brando, you said how was A school for you? Any tips? Hold on, I got you. I got you on the YNA school tips. All right. So for YNA school tips, for real, shit was easy, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It was dumb easy. If you're gonna go, is study, bring books, and you're gonna be bored as hell. I'm telling you that right now. That giant is it's kind of boring, man. Stay out of trouble though, because there's a lot of trouble to get into out there. But YNA school, they gonna try to teach you how to type. They're gonna put you through a lot of like Navy policy and publications and references. You're gonna do a lot of reading and stuff like that. But like the best tips I can have for you is to just focus, man. You got to stay focused in that school. Because it's easy. Yo, that is an easy school. Very easy school. What's not easy is off duty. Everything you do off duty is hard because it's not a lot to do around here. When you're going through the school, I don't know if they still do the phases, but we had to phase up on everything. If you wanted to, like wear civilian clothes and stuff, you had to earn the privilege to do it. So you had to like qualify in your watches, which to qualify in watches is not hard. You just need to apply yourself, just doing the same stuff like reading, studying, or whatnot. And then you can, go out in town and stuff. The problem is in Meridian, Mississippi, there's not a whole bunch of stuff to do out there. It's like a super Christian town or something like that. Like when I went out there, it was like one mall out there and everything closed like 7:30 at night. That joint was garbage, man. But anyway, the best tip for you is just maintain focus, hurry up and get out of there. Pass all your tests, study first time up, and you'll be all right. All right, let's see. You say you don't want to go to college, meaning, oh, you from New Jersey? Yo, a lot of my family from New Jersey, man. I'm from Brooklyn, but a lot of my family from New Jersey. So you say you don't want to go to college. You don't have to go to college, but you should. But shout out to you. At 18 in New Jersey, oh man, I know. Yo, honestly, I know how you feel. Um, if you want something new out of life, I get it. Cause Jersey, it depends on what type you from too, what part. Jersey, they when they say dirty Jersey, they don't be lying. So, I mean, if you have something else to do, like if you want to do something else, like besides school, then consider that. But if you want to join the military or whatnot, for something new in life, do it. My brother, he grew up with me in Brooklyn and stuff, and I joined the Navy first. And my brother, he was not really impressed at first, but once I started to change and he started to see, like how things were looking around me, then he decided to join the military, and he was like, it was the best decision he ever made. For my brother is in his early 20s. So when he joined, he had a good work ethic already. And he was able to excel a lot faster than people that have been in the Navy a long time. And then he's from New York. So, New Yorkers, they got that mentality, they got that certain mentality of go and get it done. So, my brother's a go getter, so he took care of that real easy. If you from New Jersey, you should have the same mentality. All my sailors from New Jersey, they get in there and they make rank real fast. They get paid real fast. All right, so you should do it. New experiences and all that stuff is a definite. I mean, so I think you should do it. Who I got for the Super Bowl? Rob. I mean, come on, that's an easy one, man. I'm a Chief, they Chiefs, so I got the Chiefs, man. Chiefs, yo, low key Chiefs, they win percentage ain't the best, but I mean, they did. Well, how many chips they won already? They won like two chips, didn't they? So, and they beat the 49ers before, so we'll see. Yeah, but I got the Chiefs though. But I'm not so much rooting for any of them because my Giants ain't in the playoffs or in the Super Bowl, so I don't really care who wins. But I got the Chiefs. The Chiefs gonna win. All right, Brando, you said when you shipping out. Yeah, when you shipping out, bro. All right, was your school in Mississippi? Yes, my school was in Mississippi. Super trash. Brando, you haven't joined yet, but late this month you're going to see your older sister for her birthday in New York. And you start taking recruiting seriously. She wants to see me before. Yeah, yeah, that's definite. If you're gonna get out there, man, you might as well see your family and spend more time with your family and stuff. One thing I always regret is once I joined the military and stuff like that, it's like I started, just being different from my family. And then I had my partner at the time, my ex-wife and stuff, like when me and her went apart and stuff like that, we kind of got more alienated with family and stuff like that. I always regret that because I see a lot of my family now and it's just not the same, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Alf, if you're gonna go see your sister and whatnot, try to keep that connection strong and whatnot. So how much did I get on the ASVAB? Oh man. On the ASVAB, I got like 55 on my ASVAB. No bullshit. I used to always be like, damn man, like I only got 55 on it. And everybody gonna think I'm dumb and all this stuff. And I was always trying to, get a better ASVAB score. Because I was, so worried about what everybody thought about it. But I mean I made rank real fast. I'm way better than when I first joined, so I don't really care about that no more. I don't really, honestly, as long as you get your foot in the door, it's up to you what you do with the rest of your life when you're in the military or whatever. So, I see some people coming in now. This kid came in, his score for the ASVAB was like 12. And I mean, somebody could judge them and say, damn, your ASVAB score was only 12. And that's a low score. I've never heard of a score that low. And he can say, yeah, that's how dumb I am. Or he can say, like, all right, that's my starting point, and I'm gonna just keep on going, so yeah, I got 55 on the ASVAB, but if you look at, where I am now, like that don't really matter for real. So after a while, I was just like, I don't need to take the ASVAB again. What's the point? Just to show that I can, do something else if I want it. Nah, that ain't that serious. All right. You said, well, I look at that. We both whine. We both from Brooklyn. I'm not, yo. I'm not a Caribbean descent, bro. All right, you from Brooklyn too, yeah. But my kids are Haitian, man. You know, my ex-wife, she's Haitian and stuff like that. So, nah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, a lot of people from Brooklyn and West Indies, man. Yeah, yo, word. Yeah, I wish Alf the best of luck, man, for real. I mean, if he gonna go and do this, I mean, we need all the support we can get, and the Deck Plate Tone channel and all the viewers here. I'm sure we're gonna be rocking with you no matter what. Wishing you the best. Whether you join the military or not, it's not that serious, man, for real. At the end of the day, I want you to make the best decision for you and for your family. That's the most important thing. You really don't need to join the military if you don't want to. And if you do, then you got somebody in your corner to make sure shit go right. So if you go to recruiting office, let me know what they talking about, and I'll tell you straight up if they telling you some BS or not. You know, you've been preparing your body for over a year. Sadly, not studying too much. You said you had 1050 put. What you mean? Like you could do 1,050 push-ups, 1,050 push-ups. Is that what you saying? I hope you're not saying that. What you training for, bro? You about to fight Cell? Like what's going on, man? 475 pull-ups and working on your mind. Oh no, you crazy, bro. Damn. Yeah, that dude going crazy. He getting brolic, bro. Yo, he said, yo, you doing way better. Yeah, you gonna have a way easier time at boot camp. Damn, you wilding out, bro. Damn. Let me see. You said I should be a recruiter, low key. I wouldn't want to be a recruiter. You know why I wouldn't want to be a recruiter? I wouldn't want to be a recruiter because, I mean, the recruiters and their tactics that they got to use, they got to use these salesman tactics that I think mislead people. And I'll just be dead real with people, man. And I probably wouldn't get a lot of people to join and stuff because like they'll be like, "Hey, is this gonna happen?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, it's gonna happen." Or like, "Is it not gonna happen?" And I'll say no. But I make these videos to give a different perspective, to have an honest, seasoned perspective. Because I've been in the Navy 13 years. A lot of the videos on Facebook, I mean, I said Facebook, on YouTube and stuff. You be having some of these creators, and they really be shooting from the hip, low key. This one dude, Nikki MGT, like I swear by that dude. He like I think he got like a year over me in experience, and I talked to him here and there, and he be having he got some good perspective. He's solid, and his stuff is seasoned. But a lot of these other creators where they just joined the Navy and now they giving all this crazy advice. Some of it be interesting advice, be entertaining advice, but it don't be the right advice. So and I just be like, damn, bro, like y'all just be saying crazy stuff. So me, I just try to make videos, just keep them 100, right? And I got the experience to back it up. You know what I mean? So, yo, you said that, yeah. I just know you, yeah. Brando said Navy SEAL facts, like, so you got 1050, yes, 50. What the damn? You wilding out, man. I need to get on your workout program, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you preparing for cell games, bro. Who said cap? You think he cap? He said he 5'11", but he tell the lady he's 6 feet. Ah, damn, he petty. You weigh 162. Your body weight is relative, easy to carry and handle. All right, I'm not mad at it. That's what's up, man. That's for real. That's what's up. I'm like 6'1", 205 pounds, and I tell you, I can't even. I mean, for my 2 minute mark on push-ups, I could bust out just under 100 push-ups for my planks. I can do like 3 minutes and change on my planks, and my mile and a half always be like in the 11s or 12. So no, no, I'm lying. Now I'm older. It's like 12, almost 13 and stuff like that. But what you doing? You showing off at this point, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, Button, you all right, boy? Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. That's some crazy stuff, man. So, oh damn, what time is it? Damn, it's an hour and a half. Damn, man, that's crazy. Yo, thank you for you guys showing up to the stream, man. I hope this stuff I'm telling you guys is helpful. Does anybody have any questions? We're gonna do about like another 10 minutes and stuff. If you guys haven't already, if you guys like these streams that I'm making, make sure to like, make sure tell other people about this stuff if you haven't already. If you want to, feel free to do that. And if you guys haven't subscribed, those of you that are catch this on the replay and stuff, if you guys don't subscribe and I'm making all this content, man, I'm like, what's going on, man? Do you like it? Do you not like it? You could thumbs down if you want to, but just let me know what's going on so I know how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. You said, do you know where your recruiting station gonna be? Mine currently is in Bay Ridge. What do you mean by you mean okay. You went to Bay Ridge recruiting station? Yeah, that's a good question. What part of New York you going to? Cause I gotta see, man. These recruiters, man. I don't think I could ever do the recruiting job just because of how you gotta do all this stuff. Let's see. You say you got the option for location jobs since once you pass the ASVAB. Do you have option for location jobs once you pass the ASVAB? Now I'm gonna be honest. How you get like a location for where you're gonna work at? You get that when you go to A school, right? So you go through boot camp, you pick your job. I mean, you go through MEPS, you pick your job. Then you eventually get shifted off the boot camp. After boot camp, you go to your rating school, your job school, and then at some point you're gonna fill out about like 5 to 7 places where you want to go, your geographical locations where you want to go. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna go in a system. They're gonna go to a system as My Navy assignments or something like that, and they're just gonna try to get you what you want based on what's available on that system and stuff like that. And so that's how that work with you having an option for the location of the job you want. I'll tell you this: when I first got my first job in the Navy, I had put all these places, and when they searched my stuff up, I had put like I wanted to go East Coast, mostly East Coast, right? When they searched everything for me on that particular day, it was all East Coast. I mean, it was all West Coast stuff. So the best thing they could do for me was give me something West Coast, and I wasn't happy because my family was all East Coast. But then another guy, the next day, he requested all this stuff, and he requested like all West Coast stuff, and he got just about all East Coast. So they put both of us in the office, and they said, "Hey, all right, so he wants to go to the West Coast, he wants to go to the East Coast, and what do you want to do? Like, what do you guys want to do? Like, do you want to swap?" And I thought about it, and I went to talk to them again, and I said, "Well, what's the best for my career?" I really wanted to go to the East Coast because that's where my family was, but I wanted to take care of my career too. And the job I was going to be working at was in Washington D.C. Working out at the Pentagon and the Washington Navy Yard. So I went back to him and I said, "All right, you know what? Let me get the job for D.C." And so the dude, he got the ship job in Cali, like San Diego, and he was able to see his family. I was able to see my family, and that's how that happened. So. Let's see. Do you have to sit with a counselor and choose job after ASVAB, or how does it work? Nah. So when you go to MEPS and stuff, you're just gonna choose your job. That's it. Then they're gonna assign a ship out date for you and all that stuff at a later date, and then you're gonna ship out the boot camp. Once you go to your rating school, that's where you get to choose, and you sit down with a counselor to determine where you want to go as far as location. Keep in mind though, you can tell them like I want to go anywhere in the world or whatever. They're gonna try to get you based on what's available. It's something. Let me try to show you what this thing is. Right. Let me see. My Navy. I'm gonna see if I can show you a picture of what it is. My Navy assignment. So you can kind of see what it looked like. All right, let me see. All right, hold on. My Navy assignment images. All right, so let me give you an idea of what it looked like. All right, yeah, this is perfect right here. All right, let me wait for this to clear up, and I'll show you. Damn, this joint mad blurry. Come on, let me get a good picture to show these folks. All right. Okay. All right. So I got one. I got one to show you. All right. So cool. Let's see. Let me try to put this together. All right. So can y'all see? Can yo? Let me get a thumbs up. Can anybody see this right here that I'm showing? Like, do y'all see this? Oh, damn. All right. Wrong screen. I didn't want to show that one. I want to show this one. So, all right. Let me show. All right. So can y'all see that? All right. So if you can see that, all right. Let me see. All right, so when you put your job request in, like Amina, you hear me, right? All right, so when you put your job request in or whatnot with your counselor, they're gonna bring you to something like this. They really gonna be looking at it. They're not gonna really, be letting you look at it. I don't think some of them might, right? And it's gonna basically have like the title of the job. Billet title is basically the type of job, and it's gonna have like the type of duty, the location, the rate, and then like what's the name of the ship or whatever crew you're going to. All right. So for this right here, the billet title just means like what position you filling. All right. So the billet title is what position you filling. All right. And then as you scroll, like you got the type of duty, sea duty or shore duty. You got the location. Then let's see. Keep on going. And then you got the activity name, and then the rest of the details on that side. So that's pretty much what they're gonna give you. Like when you go there, you're gonna sit down with somebody. They're gonna show you what you're gonna go over your wish list with them. They're gonna pull up that screen and they're gonna try to get you as close as possible to that. They're gonna have you select more than one though. Just because if you just select one and it's not available, then you're just going to end up getting needs of the Navy orders, and you don't want that. So, for instance, right, let me show you one more time on this. All right, so let's say you want to get, let's see. All right, so let's say, all right, you want to get something in weapons admin. You want to bill it in weapons admin. That's the only thing you applied for, right? Sea duty, it's in San Diego, and this is the unit. All right. Let's say you do that, and then that's the only thing you apply for. The Navy is going to say, okay, well, you didn't take the time to, try to apply for as much stuff as possible. So now we're going to give you whatever we want. And it might be none of the stuff that you want. So that's why they tell you to pick all these jobs and stuff. So they're going to have you pick 5 or maybe more jobs and stuff. And then whatever's available to the Navy, that's what you get, honestly. So does that answer your question, Summer Mean? And am I pronouncing your name right? All right. Yeah. Who is this? Brandon Barney. You said CM Punk got robbed. Oh, bruh. Did he get robbed? Well, he hurt, man. CM Punk is hurt. And honestly, yeah, I wasn't feeling I wanted him to win. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I wanted either him to win or I wanted LA Knight to win, but he wasn't in it. So, yeah. You see him Punk, he was hurt, man. But honestly, it was nobody. It was really nobody going to church, and I mean going to church. It was really nobody in the Rumble that you really. It was really nobody in the Rumble that was really like really dope or that I really wanted to win. So, but that's another story, man. Whatever, So I don't know, man. But all right, so I got like another 5 minutes in here, man. And hey, before I go, man, what is your top 5s, man, on the music side, man? Like I got my top 5 as I just want to know more about my people, man. So my top 5 music artists. I think I said in the description, I got like a weird, I got like who I got? I got Jay-Z, I got Nas, I got Buckethead, I got like Jimi Hendrix, and I got like this band Pink Floyd, man. My stuff is all over the place, man. So yeah, let me pull my chat back up. I'm getting a lot of like chat, man. Good stuff, man. Thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate you guys. Let me know what y'all think, man. Like I know everybody, we got some that's wrestling fans, some people that I can imagine everybody like music and stuff, right? So, you know, and I'm my phone is blowing off too. I gotta start answering my texts on my phone. You know, because you're right. Yeah, man. All right, so hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments on that stuff. It is at 1:34. Let me see. Yeah, yo, I can't really get in a UFC like that, man. Like, I just, I mean, some of the people, I just, it's just fighters to me, man. It's like, there don't really be no personality. Besides, like, some of the popular fighters, it just be fighters, So I don't know. It's kind of hard to follow. If it's big fights, I'll pay attention to it. But my thing is boxing, man. Boxing is always. I like boxing more than UFC and sometimes wrestling. Because boxing, man, they get busy, man. You said oops, you got damn. You put Michael Jackson. Yo, you can't put Michael Jackson in here, bro. Everybody got Michael Jackson. All right, you said Lil Wayne, Kanye, Jay Z, and E40. E40, okay. All right, E40. Yo, people be sleeping on E40. I like E40. He's so weird. That's what make me like him more, man. Let me see. But Michael Jackson, yeah, Michael Jackson's legendary. Hold on, let me see. You said hold up, Brando, Rampage was your cat. Rampage Johnson was his name? Rip Rampage. What do you mean Rip Rampage? Did he die? He didn't die, right? And boxing Floyd. Oh my god, here we go with this. How is Floyd the GOAT, man? Come on. Yo, when y'all be saying this stuff, how is Floyd the GOAT? Floyd had 50 fights in all his career. You got people that I mean, come on, man. Like boxes of you, you got Sugar Ray Robinson in the same conversation as Floyd Mayweather and Ali. They both had more fights in it, if I'm not mistaken, though. And then like they was fighting people for real. Like my man Floyd wasn't really fighting nobody. I mean, he was fighting people, but what was he? What like? How busy was he getting? Right? Like, come on, man. Floyd. If you watch a Floyd Mayweather fight, it don't be as powerful as you think, man. His fights, I don't know, man. It's so lackluster. Like the last time, who was the last person that he knocked out? I'm not including like the non-boxers. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that dude he beat up? UFC dude. Man, I can't even think of his name right now. All right. You said at 36 he beat Canelo. Yeah, he beat Canelo. That's true. And he did weigh more than him. Not that much more. I don't remember 20 pounds. But he did beat him. But think about that fight. Because I remember that fight. That fight happened in 2013, right? In 2013, was that fight powerful? That fight was not good, man. I mean, he hold up. Hold on. I see another comment that hold up, man. Hold up. You said Floyd was never knocked down. I don't know. Is that Floyd was never knocked down? All right, you got me. I don't think Floyd was ever knocked. No, I think he was. He might have been knocked down. You know what? Wasn't he fighting? Who was he fighting? Was it either Sugar Shane Mosley or was it the drunken box? I don't even know what his name is. All right, maybe he didn't knock him down, but he did stun him, which would count as a knockdown. But what he did, But go back, Floyd, he got rocked, man, and Floyd, he real good on it. If he know he getting there, he'd grab him up. I hate that, man. Floyd, he is a boxing genius. He is a boxing genius. He knows how to win points. Which honestly, I give him that, but it's not cool. Was it Zab Judah? It was Zab Judah? Oh, damn. Damn, Zab Judah. I feel bad for him, man. Zab Judah, he got hit with that knockout. He got hit with the knockout. He got rocked so hard. And he got up. He tried to tell the referee something, then he fell back down. I'm like, damn, man. He got a glove touch. Yeah, yo, was it Zab Judah? Yeah, was it Zab Judah? Yo, I remember Floyd. Floyd got something. It was something. It was either Zab Judah or the drunken boxer. One of them. They gave him some business. You said, do you need credit before you join the Navy? What do you mean? Do you need a credit before, like a credit card? No, you don't need a credit card. Oh no, you don't need a credit card before you join the Navy. I'm gonna tell you straight up. When you join the Navy and whatnot, as you're going through boot camp, they are likely. There's a good chance that they're gonna have you open up a bank account if you don't have one already. They're gonna have you open up a bank account with Navy Federal. Also, they're gonna give you, they're gonna get your debit card shipped and all that stuff, and that's gonna be a thing. You don't have to open up a credit card for real, and I mean, if you want to start establishing credit, it's different ways to do that. But honestly, you don't have to have a credit card before you get into the Navy. No, but you're gonna have access to Navy Federal, and if you want to start establishing credit, like when you get an account with Navy Federal, I would just go and say, hey, I'm just trying to, establish some credit and stuff like that, and either get a credit card or like you know either a low cost loan or something like that, and start establishing it that way. But you don't need a credit card. If you're worried about building credit, trust me, if you 18 years old, you're gonna build credit. You're gonna build credit. So I wouldn't even worry about that. That's an interesting question. I mean, how come you asked, do you need a credit card before you join the Navy? What made you ask that? But yo, Alf, yo, who was it? I need to know who that was now, man. Now I gotta go through these videos and see like who actually did that to Floyd, because yo, that got me started now for real. Let me see. Hold on, let me pull these up. Let me pull these up. 8 banners. Hey, so you guys want to replay that to see this? Make sure that you guys like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff to my page. If you guys appreciate the content that I'm putting out, if it's helpful, if it's valuable, let me know. And for you guys that watch on the replay, I was talking earlier about all sailors getting housing. Like all sailors getting housing. Do y'all think the Navy can actually pay this off or not? The military leaders, they went to Congress, and they like, yo, for us to meet our recruiting goals and stuff, the Navy needs to make sure that all sailors are getting housing so they can move out of town and they can build the life where it's separate from the ship life and all that. Do you agree with that or not? Let me know in the comments if you guys are watching on the replays. All right. Also, make sure you catch me on social media at Instagram, Deckplate Tone. All right. Make sure you put the underscore in there. And then on Twitter or X or whatever, make sure you hit me up at Tone_IM. Right. And if you're a Reddit guy, go to Vivid Release 4650, where I got some of the articles that I'm talking about is on there. All right. So let me get back to this. Let's see. What you guys talking about? Let me see. All right. I mean, back to what you said. You said because you always wonder, how does the Navy you get paid transfer to you? Yeah, that's how. When you go, they're gonna make you. Or not make you, but they're gonna suggest or strongly recommend that you open up a Navy Federal account if you don't have one already. You're gonna open up that Navy Federal account. Your routing and account information is gonna go to the payroll section, and then that's how you're gonna be getting paid for like the rest of your Navy life. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be straight transferred to you, unless you wanted to go to another bank. But in the Navy, like the Navy don't cut checks and stuff anymore. They do everything electronic. And Al, you said Sugar Shane. I told y'all, man. And you said Zab, he got the knockdown on Floyd. I gotta see that again. I'm gonna check that after this, because I gotta see if I gotta see that again, because I remember both of those, man. And I was just thinking like, he's not that great, man. He's not that great, But let me stop hating on Floyd Mayweather, man. He probably beat me up, man. Nah, I give him the business, man. Let me stop playing. All right, let's see. You hate to be redundant because you already been helpful, but what should you do to better your chances to get stationed in Japan? Damn, that's a good one. What can you do to better your chances to get stationed in Japan? Uh, like first time up, like from A school and stuff like that. I mean, put it on your wish list. That's the best you could do. Put it on your wish list. Let them know you want to go to Japan, and then if they gonna go to this screen right here, my Navy assignment screen, right? And if they go to my Navy assignment screen, let's see, it's right here, right? They gonna go to that wish list screen or whatnot. Soon as they get there, just let them know, like, yo, I want to go to Japan or whatnot. I'm putting all of these. I'll put everything on that in Japan, like any ship, any station in Japan, and then see what happened. And if you don't get it, you can always ask, like, hey, did anybody else get orders to Japan that don't want them and as the same pay grade as me? Because now you got something to work with. And then they might be like, oh, yeah, well, this guy did. And just ask if you can work with him and y'all can maybe swap. And then you fulfill the Navy's requirement. Because at the end of the day, Navy just want a person in that job. If y'all got the same job, same rate or whatever, then they'll take it. They'll take them or whatever. So keep in mind, this is A school. So, all right. So you said, does knowing the language in Japan help somewhat? I think that's what you meant. All right. Does it? What you mean help? What? Like as far as like everyday living, everyday life, or what? I mean, it won't hurt to know Japanese if you go to Japan. I mean, it's communication, right? So if you, I mean, if you know how to communicate it with the locals and stuff, it's a good thing. When I was in Japan, the more that I tried to learn the language and stuff, the more I felt like they had more respect and more grace with me towards a lot of things, and it was easier to interact with people. Let's say if I'm in a taxi and I'm going somewhere and I'm lost and I don't know where I'm going and stuff like that, the more I interacted with them, um, you know, like it was just an easier experience for me. So it won't hurt to learn stuff. You know, I think I learned survival Japanese. So if I'm in a taxi cab and I'm like a little drunk, as long as I know how to say like, can you please go right, left, straight, and stuff like that, I think I was okay. So I don't know. You said, will it help you get stationed there if you know the language? I don't think I've never heard of that factor in the Navy being something that determines that, because the Navy don't really care if you know like Japanese and stuff. So if we was in a situation where we needed you to know Japanese to be there, then it would be a factor. Let's say if you wanted to get stationed in like Korea or near Korea border, or somewhere near China or something like that, you spoke Chinese or some form of Chinese, like you have a better chance of getting there because you speak the language and stuff, and it's a necessity. Let's see. All right, do military people have curfew in Japan? Because that one soldier who got robbed and killed, Japanese woman. So when I was in Japan, there was curfew. So I believe that there's still curfew because we got like the SOFA agreement and stuff like that. Let me see. Is there? Let's Let me see. I can tell you right now, curfew. All right, what is this we looking at? All right, so we're gonna look at the Command the U.S. Naval Joint Forces Japan. All right, this is Liberty policy from last year. All right, so can you guys see this? All right, I'll answer your question with this one right here. All right, so let me get that screen up and let me see Liberty policy for Japan. All right. So what I'm looking at right now is the Center or Command the U.S. Naval Forces Japan, right, and their Liberty policy. So it looks like all right, Liberty Liberty policy. All right, all right. So they got curfew still. All right, damn. All right, so military personnel, including those who are TAD. Let me try to, zoom in. All right, so for the curfew policy for Japan right now, military personnel, including those who are TAD, deployed, leave status, or past status in Japan, 19 age or below, are subject to curfew between. Oh, nice. They extended it. All right. Hours of 01 to 05. People 20 and up, they're not subject to curfew unless directed by their authorized commander. During curfew hours, you gotta be on base. All right. You gotta be in your residence. All right. You gotta be in some kind of lodging or wherever you at for like duty or something. All right. So and then it goes on and on. Damn. All right. So yes, there's still curfew and stuff. But when I was going through, if you was a certain rank, I think everybody had curfew at. I think if you was like under E6, then your curfew was it stopped at like 1200, right? Like 12 in the morning, midnight. That was your liberty. That was your curfew. If you got caught out by midnight, you was in trouble. But now they extended it to 1 o'clock in the morning, like for, what is it? 1 o'clock in the morning for certain people. That's really big. That's pretty good, man. Let's see. All right, you said, I mean, can you join a sport team when you join the Navy, or how does it work? Yeah, it depends on what kind of sport team you want to join. If you want to join something Navy specific, you can join a sports team. Like, let's say, if the Navy has a boxing team and you want to try to join that, you can put a request in to try to join it, or try out for it. And if it works out, it works out. Or you can join a civilian sport team or something like that. But you got to be mindful if in anything you do, if it interferes with your naval duties, your duties take responsibility first or precedence first. Or you can join a sports team, yeah. But for anything you do in the Navy, you can make a request for like anything in the Navy, but you just got to put a request in. For the request, the request for most things is either these. I'm gonna show you right now what the requests are. All right, let's see. I'm gonna show you this right now. Navy special request. All right. So the request that you got to put to do most of that stuff, it looks something like this. Oh, come on, you stupid damn thing. All right, let me get another one. I'm gonna try to find a Navy special request shit. Let me see. Damn, how come you can't? They can't show it. That's retarded. All right, come on, man. So to put a special request shit in, a Navy special question, I'm gonna zoom in here. All right. All right. Let's see. Can you guys see this screen right here? Let's see. All right. So you see this? Let me see. I can't really zoom in on this. All right. So for this screen right here, this is a special request shit for the Navy. If you want to, request something, you got to fill in a form like that. Hope you can see it. You do that, or you do another request called the enlisted personnel request form. Hold up. Let me see. All right, my bad. All right, so this is the request form right here. My bad. All right, so this is the request form that you would fill out. It looked just like this, special request authorization form, blah, blah, blah. And you would say, for instance, I'm putting in this request because I want to join this team for whatever, and if it don't interfere with your duties, then yeah, so you say you want to learn boxing while you're in the Navy. So you just got to find, if they got a team in the area, or like, because I think the Navy has a boxing team too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Does the Navy have a boxing team? I think we do. I should say, do the Navy still have a boxing team? And I think it might be like in like it's like officers, Navy sports program. All right. Okay. I need to read more on this myself. All right. So if you guys are looking at this right here, all right, looking at this, let's see. What the hell? All right. All right. So, check this out. All right. Can you see that? Damn. Can y'all see that or not? The hell is that? What is this, man? All right. I'm trying to get the Navy sports team. I don't know what the hell just happened. All right. So based on this right here, Navy sports team. Let me see what I was just reading. What was I just reading? I was just reading something. All right. We talking about the Navy sports program. It fills all teams in boxing, bowling, cross country, wrestling, basketball, blah 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 blah. All right, so yeah, there's a sports team for the Navy and stuff like that. Do I know anybody on the sports team? I read an article with a guy on a boxing team for the Navy, and I don't know. He probably got knocked out or something like that. I don't know, man. All right, go for it. When do you enlist? All right, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mix it up. You ship out on the 21st this month. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Damn, man. My man really shipping out on the 21st, man. Yo, Brendo, you nervous? Because that's pretty cool, man. Let's see. Wow. Okay. It's all good. Congratulations. Do you know where you would be stationed? Not yet, right? Yeah, you just don't want to be the reason people get beat. Bruh, honestly, it's cool. Yo, you might end up being the reason people get beat. Like, honestly, sometimes they do that. Sometimes they just do it, man. But honestly, if you don't want to be that reason, just do what you gotta do. Just pay attention, listen, man, for real. And I hope no one in my division gets us beat. Man, you gonna be in a division with a whole bunch of people from different walks of life, man. So somebody gonna get you there. All right, you said no. Boot camp is in Chicago. Then you go to Mississippi for A school. Yep, that's a fact. Yeah, you're gonna be out here with me up in Chicago, man, in the damn freezing cold. Like if you come in on the 21st, yeah, man, you're gonna be like right in the middle of winter. But it's all good. It's not gonna be that crazy. I don't think anyway. But that's good, man. I'm happy for you, man. I hope I wish you the best while you come to boot camp and do what you gotta do. Remember, I got a video on going through boot camp. It's 80-20, man. It's 20% physical, 80% mental. Boot camp is easy as I don't know what. Boot camp is so easy. I can't stress that enough, man. Like it's dumb easy. Like if you get in boot camp and you think it's hard, you're thinking too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like 20%, they tell you to do push up, you do the push up. You can't do any more push ups. Don't hurt yourself. Just stop doing the push up. But you still gotta be a team player. So if you know you can bust out some stuff, bust out a push up or two. If you dead tired and your muscles are cramping and all that stuff, you can only do what you can do. So don't hurt yourself trying to do the stuff. It's 80% mental. If they yelling at you, telling you to get up because you like your body is just like, hey, I can't do anymore. Then don't give in to the pressure of somebody yelling at you. And like if your body can't do something, your body can't do something. At the end of the day, and some of them, you got some guys in there they'll try to break people and send them to the hospital. But don't be that guy that gets sent to the hospital, right? Because at the end of the day, they're yelling and screaming you to, do an extra push up, and your body is like, nah, I can't do that. You hurting yourself. They're not going. I mean, because you're the one that's gonna, like extend like what you can do. They're not going to. They're just gonna yell and scream at you. So you said, does the Navy change and develop you as a person? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. When I first joined, I was kind of I didn't have a lot of skills. I was super shy. I wasn't really a leader, and I mean I was trash, man. I didn't really have no skills, man. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and yeah, I didn't really learn anything. I hung out with the friends and got in trouble and stuff like that. And I grew up around a good amount of my family while they was all like good, church going, God fan people. Nobody really taught me a whole bunch of stuff. So by the time I got in the Navy, I was just like, damn, man, I don't know what the hell to do. My first job, I messed that. I jacked everything up all the time, man. Like, they hated me. Everybody hated me. They were like, damn, this dude is trash. He don't know nothing. Like, he don't know how to work, nothing, And I sucked, but I just kept working hard at stuff. A couple people mentored me, and they got me squared away, and just like developing myself as a person. Because I would tell them like, yo, I want to be like you. Because at the time, Navy Chiefs was like a big deal during that time. And once you seen them, you want to be like them. And so I wanted to be like a lot of them. And so I would just follow their lead. They would teach me, train me. And then next thing you know, I made rank, and I just started having more confidence and being in positions where I was volunteering to be in leadership roles and stuff like that. But that was on the job side. But then, like, the personal life side and who I am as a person, that's the side that I had to work on a little bit later. Because I thought the Navy just help you with the job side, but they help you in your personal development side too. And that's something I'm still dealing with every day. Like, I just recently started going to church and stuff and trying to do the right thing. And I still make dumb decisions. I still screw up and stuff like that. And like right now, like I got a situation I'm dealing with. I reconnected with an old friend just to kind of, I guess, just like, hey, my bad, and things, I had all good intentions, but it was like a bad move. And I'm like, damn, man, like, all right, it wasn't a good idea to do in the long run. I'm thinking about it, but that's a part of you being a better person and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I see, I made that decision, it didn't work. So now you move from there and you just get better as a person. So the Navy does change you and develop you as a person. Would I, do some of the things I did yesterday? Probably not. Would I do some of the things that I did years ago if it works for me? Yes. All right. Alf, you said you made good money in the Navy. Have you already made videos on how to build wealth? If not, it would be a cool video. I haven't made videos on how to build wealth yet because, I mean, honestly, tell the truth, I'm not really, I don't think I'm that qualified to speak on how to build wealth, not just yet. You know what I'm saying? If I could be dead real with you, I think that'd be more. I think it's like a YouTuber like out there, like military to millionaire, something like that. That's somebody that's built well. Right now, my best advice on on like money building and stuff like that is how to budget your money, or like what you should do to save your money. Because me, I meet regularly with like my financial advisor, and I just explain my goals and stuff like that. I just stick to just saving my money, or budgeting my money, controlling my expenses. I don't think I'm qualified to like talk about building wealth just yet. So but maybe one day we'll see. I appreciate that question though. One day. I mean, I could teach you how to manage your money in the Navy right now, like what you get, but as far as building wealth and stuff like that, I'm not quite there yet. But I can teach you how to, keep money in your pocket and how to get more money while you're doing stuff in the Navy. But when I think about building wealth, I think about like something like long term that just keep on like growing and growing and stuff like that. Give me another year and then I might be able to, make stuff like that. Does that make sense? I'm trying to be dead real with y'all. I don't like to, lie to y'all and stuff like that. I think other people might be a little bit more qualified than me on that. You said, does the Navy help you buy a good car? It depends. Yeah, yeah, it depends. Let's see. If you go to, like, let's say you're in the Navy right now and you trying to get a card through like a bank or something like that. Good bank to go through would be Navy Federal, because their car rates are really low. And no matter what, like if you get a quote for like a car company or whatnot, you say like, hey, I want to buy this car, this is what the payments are gonna be and all that stuff. They're gonna tell you straight up if it's a stupid deal, and then they'll help you to buy like the car that you want. Also, with Navy Federal, like the bank that you'll go to most likely if you join the military or the Navy, they have like their own like program where they have cars, fleets of cars, used cars from like Enterprise and stuff like that, which they have at like a a really good price, and you can get a car straight from them, and it's really good stuff, man. You know, yeah, man, for real. So yeah, they can help you buy a good car. I think last time I bought a car, while I've been in the Navy, I bought one from CarMax and stuff, and I brought it to the Navy and to Navy Federal, and I let them know like, hey, this is what it's gonna be. This is how much I want to borrow. This is how much the payments are gonna be, and my payments weren't really nothing. It was like $200 a month or something like that, a little over $200 a month. And I was able to pay the car off early and all that stuff. And you know, yeah, that help you buy a car. I tell you straight up though, if you don't know anything about car buying, do not just buy. Don't. The worst thing you can do, like in anything you do with your money in the military, is make a decision by yourself, right? Unless you a car salesman or somebody with that expertise, do not do it by yourself. I see people do it all the time. Anytime you like, I say this all the time to people: there's safety in a multitude of counsel. So anytime you make a decision, make like you talk with somebody. You talk with somebody, you run it by them, and then you make that decision. And you do it with more than one person. You talk to a few qualified people that's gonna give you some good information, and then you make a decision. Never you should be the like you should not be the only person that determine like the amount of information you get before you make a decision. I'm telling you that right now. There's safety in a multitude of counsel. Al, you say you understand, but we rocking with you. You may not feel you're not. Yeah, I'm like I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I don't think I'm like qualified for some things as far as like I'm not rich yet. But I think that I do pretty good for myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I appreciate that, man. That's good stuff. I appreciate that. I thank you for the kind words on that. All right, let's see. Give me a second. Somebody just hit me up with something else. Let's see. Uh, hey, and I appreciate you guys, man. You guys been helping me grow my channel and stuff. I mean, it's been pretty good. It's been humbling, man. Do I own a house? I just recently sold my house. I had a house in Virginia. I just recently sold it. I'm living out in Chicago now. I did own a house though, and I'm contemplating buying another one right now, but I just don't know right now. I've been reading the papers and stuff and seeing the housing market, and I mean I have an apartment out here, but I'm thinking I want to buy a house for like investment purposes if I do buy one. So if I buy a house, I mean it's gonna be like a multi something. Let me see. You said, how does it work? Do the Navy pay it off? Or all right, so let's see. If I buy a house right now, most people, if they smart,
all that. Okay, so both of you are in the car.
What the hell?
Richard's driving. His girlfriend's in the front.
You just scared the hell out of me. My bad, man. Yeah. So how does it work? Is this you most people, they if they're smart, they get a VA loan. They buy the house that they want to get. All right, from the VA loan, that's a interest free loan and stuff like that. I mean, not an interest free loan. It's a loan where you don't have to put a down payment on a house, and you pay that. You pay the loan through that. If you are receiving housing allowance through the Navy, then I would use that to pay off that loan quicker. I mean, so you could put some of your base pay in it and some of your money from housing into that loan and stuff like that. So the Navy, it depends. They'll give you the money to pay for like your housing and stuff if you're married or you're E5 and above. So but what this video is about is all sailors getting money for housing. So let's say if that did happen, you would buy a house, even like you at an E3 level or whatever, or E4 level, and you'll be able to pay it off like a lot sooner and stuff because Navy would be giving you money for it. So right now, if you join the military and you're at E6 or E5 level, the only way the Navy is gonna give you money is if or money for housing is if you're married or something like that, or you have children. So I can't wait for that to get better because I'm thinking that that's going to be like with these Navy leaders talking to Congress about every sailor get money. That's going to be just what they need, and then they'll make like ownership for housing like increase, quality of life increase, and all that other stuff. So I hope that kind of answer your question. I know there's a lot of stuff around there, and if I need to clarify more, just let me know because I know I'll be on one sometimes. Let's see. Speaking of BH, can you find a cheap place and pocket off? Yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah. That's what some people do. They find a place. Let's say they get a place where the BH is like or yeah, they find a let's say making 2,400, right? And they want to pocket as much as the BH they can. They'll find some, place where the rent is 1,500, and then they just pocket the rest of the money, save it up or do whatever. I see that a lot of times, and it's not like Navy gonna be like, oh, hold up, you ain't supposed to be doing that. It's just like, hey, that's the money that we gave you to manage your housing situation, right? So that money is so you can get adequate housing. And if you find it at 1,800, it's like, okay, you find it at 1,800. Keep in mind though, if you're living in housing on base, it don't matter how much like that rate is, they're gonna take all that money regardless. Even if your house is worth $1,000 and you getting 3,000, they taking $3,000. I hate that so much, and they gotta change that. That makes no sense because other people, let's say civilians, like living in military housing for whatever reason, like somebody that's working at NCIS, they'll be getting charged a lower or different rate, and they won't get all their money taken away. So that don't make no sense. Does that answer your question? Mark Smancy, what's up, man? You said, why does the Navy take BH even though you have a gi dunk? You know what a gi dunk is? Let's see. Let me see, because you just put a nice term there, man. All right. Gi dunk. So you said, why does the Navy take BH even though you have a gi dunk? Let's see. You said, yeah, man, I'm in the Navy. I'm a little yeah. So a gi dunk, that's like snacks, man. So you said, why does the Navy take BH even though you have a gi dunk? What did you mean by that? Cause I don't know. I don't really understand the question, bro. So help me understand what you're trying to say. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Why? Um, I honestly, like on a practical level, I don't know why, man. I don't know. I think, to save costs and all that stuff. I truly don't like that, honestly. And I'm all for like the Navy keeping as much money as they can in sailors' pockets and stuff. We working hard and we doing like a job away from our families and stuff. And I feel like we be getting taxed on so much stuff, and that's kind of ridiculous to me. So I don't know. Hey, everybody who will watch this on the replay, I ask that you guys also remember to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know if you like this content. Let me know if it's valuable, and I'll continue to make content like this. Shout out to you guys. All right, yeah, the taxing is insane. It is, yeah, yeah. I mean, it can be, So I mean, I don't know, man. But if you a little E2, man, you should be doing whatever you can to make E3 and then make E4. And while you at it, you gotta play with your money smart, man. Please play with your money smart. I've had sailors, they get money. I mean, they eat at the galley for free, and then they still have no money because they're spending all their money on food. And I just don't understand. I'm like, how? I get it. The galley food is like, it's like, oh man, like I would rather have pizza. All right, you rather have pizza, but per meal is like $20, and you only got like 500 to work with, and I mean, I don't know how much that is like for like 5 days or like 2 weeks until you get paid again, but at $20 per meal, that's crazy money, So I don't know, man. You said APAC, you'll make E4 in a couple of months. That's good right there. Yeah, I forgot all about advanced pack and stuff like that. That's good. That's good. Um, like 21. It's almost been 1 year. My galley food isn't bad here. Yeah, yo, I used to eat food at the galley, and I had like the last time I had food from the galley, I think it was like one in Norfolk and one in San Diego. The food in San Diego, I had a CS1 I was working at, one of my friends, and that food it was fire, man. It was really good. I haven't had food in the galley for a long time, but The last time I went and ate food at the galley, it wasn't bad at all. You know, you might see the videos on a ship of like the food on a ship. The food on a ship can be bad sometimes, not gonna lie. But it's not always like that. You know, people make it sound like we be eating terrible on the ships all the time. And on base on a galley, you eat really good. And then last time I went to the galley, it wasn't like you have a meal and then you leave. You know, I mean, I think I was like getting seconds and thirds low key, you know, and I mean, and they had some good selections of food and stuff. You know, they had sandwich bars and all this other stuff. Let's see. All right. Meaning you asked another question. How does Navy schedule work? Do you start at 6 and end at 5? It really depends on your job, where you station at, what's your duty station, your shore or ship requirement. It really depends. You know, like and it depends on it's sort of depend on your time management too. All right, let me say, for instance, right, as a lower level sailor, you're not gonna be in charge of a lot of your time. All right. But what I see is a lot of people that they not in charge of their time and stuff like that. What they can control, they don't control. All right. So, you know, some people give them a whole bunch of tasks to do and they'll just let them go off and do it. What they do, they waste all that time and then end up having to work really late. And it makes it seem like your time is like, yeah, like you don't have time and you work all day. It's not true. All right, most people schedule, like if you're on a ship or whatever, you're gonna start like work from like 6 to 6:30 to, you know, anywhere from like 4 o'clock p.m. or earlier, depend on what's going on, you know. So at sea, if you're at sea duty and your ship is in port, not going anywhere, you can expect to be to work like about 7 o'clock, you know, 6:30, 7 o'clock. And depending on your department, your division, you can end up working anywhere from that time to about lunchtime or noon, or you know, any time after that. Honestly, if you working like as a bosun mate on a deck department, most of them is going to be working till about like you know, 3 o'clock p.m. So from like 6:37 to 3 o'clock p.m. Maybe later. If you're an engineer, you're probably going to be working that whole day. Granted, if there's like if you got stuff to do, then you got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you work in the admin department, you working all day. You know, like on like me for YNs, we be working like 6:30, 7 in the morning till about, you know, like 4 o'clock p.m. or, you know, later. But what I like to do, I don't like to keep my people like there for long. So if I can control it, I get people off on time, or at least like you know, an hour early if I can. So you know, it depends on where you at. Hope that answer your question. All right, let's see. Let's go on. Let me answer. All right, Mark Smith, you said you just got done checking the P8 alphas. Let's see. Went home, now you willing to chill, brush your teeth, go to bed while listening to the live stream. All right, cool. All right, hey, have a good one, Marks, man. Take it easy, man. All right. Salute to you. All right, you said back to bar. Like, see, do sailors get houses with roommates, other sailors, or can they save all BH with money? All right, back to BH. Do sailors get houses with roommates, other sailors, so they can save all BH? Yeah, so I've seen that. You know, some people they'll get a house, they get a whole bunch of roommates, and then they'll, you know, just save their money together, or you know, they'll just pay one guy or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I've seen a few of those things. Yeah. So I mean, it's possible to like do all that stuff, man. But I'm hoping that this Navy, I hope that the Congress approved Navy everybody to get like some housing allowance. So yeah, does that answer your question, Alf? Like you said, what kind of sailors you talking about? Any pay grade? Because I tell you, like starting at the level of E4 over 4 years to E5 and up, you can get a house, get BH and all that stuff, and roommates and stuff. Then you can have everybody, you know, just paying you like, you know, room, board or whatever. And I mean, you could save money, save BH or whatever. You could pay your house off early. You could do all that stuff, you know. So I knew this officer that was doing it. He was making BH, and he was staying out in town. He had an apartment like 3-bedroom apartment, and he rented his house out to like two of his friends, or his rooms out to two of his friends, and they were just paying him like whatever they would make in BH. They was like, so say for instance in Norfolk it was like what 2,300 or something like that. So they was paying him about like 800 a piece or something like that. So he getting his money from his apartment from the Navy, and then he got an extra 1,600 coming to him from both of the guys he's renting his rooms out to. So it's possible, yeah. And honestly, he making money moves. And then these guys, they don't want to get an apartment and have the responsibility of having to deal with one themselves. So they were just like, screw it, we'll just get a room with this guy and we'll like, just pay him $800. It's crazy, man. All right, yeah, that's good stuff right there. Huh. All right, damn, we on 2 hours. Wow, this is officially the longest live stream I've had. Thank you for you guys that's popping in, popping out. Thank you for everybody that's been shouting me out on my videos, sharing my stuff. I really appreciate it, man. I know it's a lot of information out there, but I appreciate you guys checking me out, and also all you guys who've been subscribing to my channel and stuff like that, help my channel grow. I really appreciate it. I just want to bring some value to you guys. And I think this year I need to share my perspective and my season experience a little bit more with you guys. So last year, I mean, I was like kind of getting my feet wet a little bit. This year I'm trying to go all in, man. So I'm working on my next video. My next video should be out Sunday. I wish I would have started recording yesterday for it, but I got to pay for that. And I should start recording either tonight or tomorrow. And I should have something out by Sunday. And you guys give me feedback and stuff. I know from my last video that I put out, it was more towards a smaller audience within my audience and stuff. That's everybody that's up for the rank of chief petty officer and stuff. So some of you guys, if you are like just joining and stuff, you might not understand that right now. But it might be something to save to your watch later or something like that. So that way, when you getting closer to that level in your career, you have some good resources to save and stuff, so that you know what to expect when you're going through the chief season later if you join the Navy and stay in. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. And if you guys are watching this on a replay and you haven't seen my video and stuff, then you need to be checking that one out, which is the my chief video, man. It's pretty cool. If you guys are watching on replay, and that's some content for you. So all right, so we're about to start shutting it down in a little bit. All right, let me see. I got a couple more, then I'm gonna have to get going. All right, guys. So I gotta answer. I got a lot of texts on my phone and stuff. Let's see. Oh, thanks for this. You said you'll watch after work and record key points. Yeah, definitely take notes, man. Shout out to you guys. Take notes. Being a chief is one of the most rewarding experiences I've heard. Yeah, man. It's not bad, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's when I made chief, man, I wasn't thinking it was gonna be as good as it is, and it's pretty decent. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like it. I like it sometimes, most of the time. All right. All right. Thank you guys for joining, man. Make sure that you guys like. Also, for you guys watching on replay, if you haven't subscribed already, you're crazy, man. And I need you guys to subscribe, thumbs up, all this good stuff. And until next time, man, shout out to you guys. No further entries. This page, Tony Tone is out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again. All right.